Okay, so Topics Tuesday is back. I missed last week just because I was a little bit busy. But if you want to click on the first link in the description, you probably know why. It's a very good reason. Okay, but today's Topics Tuesday, the topic is going to be how to eat out while staying in shape, right? And I don't want to specifically say lean, but I just want to say in shape, because not everybody's going to be lean year round. That's okay. I don't do it. But how do you eat out and stay in shape, right? Tip number 1. Be smart with your choices in the places that you're going to eat, okay? So, like now we have places like, especially in Ireland, we have places like Chopped, okay? We have another one called Freshie, you know what I mean? I haven't ate out Freshie, so I don't know how nice it is. But I've ate out Chopped and I genuinely do recommend them. Okay, but apparently Freshie is kind of like Chopped, so if that's somewhere you want to eat. We also have a lot of burrito places as well, and you can get burrito bowls. So it's kind of like the ingredients that go into the burrito, but it's in like a salad bowl. Things like that, they do kind of taper down the calories. You'd be surprised that if you were to go to one of those places and eat a wrap, that the wrap is like an extra 350 calories, which is quite a bit just for a wrap when you think about it, okay? And another thing is, like, when I'm saying being smart with your choices, don't eat KFC, don't eat Burger King, don't eat McDonald's, do you know what I mean? Like, unless it's a quote-unquote cheat day, don't eat those things. Those are very, very, very difficult things to factor in and to fit in with your diet and your lifestyle. The calories from all those places do be outrageous, so I don't recommend eating those, right? Tip number 2 is going to be the same as tip number 1. Be smart with your choices. So if you do decide to go out to a restaurant and say you want to eat some sort of burger and it's covered in bacon and it's covered in cheese and it's covered in 3 different sauces, it tastes delicious, I won't even deny it. I genuinely would love to eat something like that, but you got to factor in the calories that are going to be in that, okay? And it's the same as when you're eating a steak out of a restaurant. You got to keep in mind that the chef, right, in his job description is make the food taste as good as possible, not count this fucking Egypt's macros. Do you know what I mean? If you're grasping that, like, he's not going to be looking out at you and seeing that you're in shape and seeing whatever and thinking, right, he probably has about 20 grams of protein left to hit and about 100 carbs and a couple of grams of fat. I have to kind of re-examine my cooking skills just for him. They're not going to do that. There's going to be oil involved, there's going to be butter involved, there's going to be sauces, there's going to be deep fat fried feckin' everything, do you know what I mean? So it's not necessarily their job to worry about your calories, it's just their job to make the food taste as good as possible. So when you look at the menu, just kind of factor in that, okay, some of these things might have oil. You can get like salads in restaurants, just get the sauce on the side, do you know what I mean? Like little things like that. Obviously treat yourself, but just be somewhat cautious. Tip number 3. This is going to be my favourite tip to give because it's the one that I use myself. Intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting, for people who don't know, is a diet type, and the diet type that it is it's like time restricted eating, okay? So what you might do is you might fast for 16 hours. So that means you only have an 8-hour eating window. So you might start eating at 2 o'clock in the day. You have until 10 o'clock that night to finish your calories, and let's say your maintenance is like 2,800. That's quite a nice amount to hit in like in 8 hours. Do you know what I mean? Especially if you can't get the food every single second of the day. That's quite a nice amount to hit. So I always find intermittent fasting, anytime I know I have a family event coming up or I have something like that planned, I'll always do intermittent fasting in advance, and I just tend to save a lot of calories, especially carbs and fats. I save a lot of carbs and fats for the meal that evening, because only Lord knows what I'm going to order when I Tip number 4, and it's my final tip, and it's actually called tips, carbs and fats, okay? Normally, what your meal is going to consist of is carbs and fats, okay? It's very rare you're going to walk in to a restaurant, unless it's something like a steakhouse, and you're going to get the most high protein meal ever. A lot of these meals, like if you go to Eddie Rockets, if you go to you know, somewhere, if you're going to somewhere with junk food and you're not taking the healthy option, just know that a lot of places are going to have trans fats, a lot of they're just going to have a lot of fats in their meals in general, just from the oils and everything that they're going to use. And they're probably going to be very high carbs as well, because they're going to be throwing things like dextrose and all that kind of crap just to make the meal taste good. They don't care as long as it tastes good. So I always leave a lot of carbs and fats. I'll hit a bit of protein. When I'm doing intermittent fasting, what I do is, my first meal is quite a high protein meal. Tends to be around 80 grams of protein. What that'll do is that'll probably suppress my appetite straight up until the outing, we'll call it the outing itself, that you're probably going out to. And then you have still a bit of protein left to hit, but you have a lot of carbs and fats to hit as well. And that is probably what's going to take up the basis of the calories of those meals. So just keep those four or five tips in mind, guys, especially if you're going out. I like eating out. If you follow me on this channel, you know I eat out a lot. I do eat out with Chops, but I do eat out of like other salad places, and I do eat out of other like restaurants and all as well. But I do go in with the mindset of, right, I need to save a lot of carbs, fats. I need to choose the healthiest option on this menu, you know what I mean? And then there is days where I blow it, but look, we all have those. But yeah, guys, keep those tips in mind, and please let me know if it helps you. The last Topic Tuesday got a very, very good response, so I'm hoping that this one does too. And guys, until the next one, comment down below what you want to see. Trust the process. I'm out. Peace.